Okay, so good day everyone. Welcome to our simulation class for TMCM. Now, what we'd like to assess here is actually focusing on analytical exposition text, taught through one of the most talked about policy issues in Indonesia right now, the government ban on social media for children under 16. And for this lesson, we use CLT and PBL because they align closely with both the learning objectives and the nature of the topic. CLT is appropriate because the lesson encourages students to use English as a tool for meaningful communication. Rather than focusing only on language forms, students actively express opinions, exchange ideas, and present arguments about a real-world issue, allowing them to develop communicative competence in an authentic context. Meanwhile, PBL is suitable because the lesson is built around an authentic and relevant problem. Students are challenged to analyze current policy, evaluate evidence from different perspectives, and work collaboratively to construct well-reasoned arguments. This approach promotes critical thinking, problem solving, and learner autonomy while making language learning more purposeful and engaging. Together, CLT and PBL create a student-centered learning center where language is learned through meaningful interaction and exploration of real-life issues. That is all. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm cold.
You getting cold?
Yeah.
Is it because of the AC?
Yeah.
So, before we begin our lesson today, I want to ask you guys something. Since what age did you guys start to use your phone?
5 years old.
5 years old? Wow, that's very early. That's crazy.
My parents' phone, middle school.
Oh yeah, that's quite normal.
Yes.
What about you, Abi?
Junior high school.
Junior high school. Oh, I see. So same with Aryo, right? What about you, Gorfil?
Junior high school too.
Yeah. So most of people here use their phone since teenagers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. So in this lesson today, we are going to talk about the government policy that have been raising controversy among the people of Indonesia. So the policy that they are applying is about the ban of internet use among students and also children, teenagers below the age of 16 years old.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? What if you guys cannot use the internet? Do you guys gonna feel sad or?
Mixed feelings, sir, I would say.
Mixed feeling?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Abe cannot live without phone.
Oh,
I think JJ also. She loves to make videos.
yeah. Well, because in this modern life, we have been using phone for quite some time, you know, and we are
Yes.
also using it for education. So we cannot separate it from it, right? Okay. So what kind of content that you guys usually watch on social media? Instagram? I mean, like, what kind of content that you usually see on
Memes.
social media? Memes.
Memes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I like memes too. Yeah. It was for like coping mechanism when I was having a lot of stress. I usually watching a lot of memes.
Okay. News.
Oh yeah, news. Usually politics, right?
Yeah.
Or Indonesian stuff, all of that, you know.
Yes.
Okay, so what happened is that the government have been trying to apply a policy where they are banning the use of social media among children and also teenagers below the age of 16 years old. So they are actually following the policy of the Australian government. However, the Indonesian government having a different dynamics of the population compared to the Australian government, you know, because Indonesian government having much more population that are much more diverse and also different kind of people as well, so that the implementation of this policy is kind of a bit rushed and raising controversy among the people in our country. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, so the reason why they are banning the use of social media is because of most of this reason, because in the internet we are susceptible to inappropriate content that are being provided in the social media, and social media is also having a freedom to being used by anyone that can access the internet. So anyone can access it, and especially students and also teenagers can accidentally access this kind of inappropriate content that are not suitable for their age, like pornography, cyberbullying, online scams. These are a very dangerous content that shouldn't be able to be accessed by teenagers on the internet. Like, for example, pornography. In Indonesia, we have sometimes there is like advertisement on Instagram that are promoting OnlyFans that accidentally appear on your homepage without your consent, you know. So it is very dangerous if students and also teenagers exposed to pornography accidentally, you know. And the second one is cyberbullying. If you see a lot of politic news or some social media drama, there's usually a lot of debate on the comment, and students can watch that kind of things too. And because their mind is still developing, they are still susceptible to getting influenced by the inappropriate bullying that are being conducted by the netizens. So yeah, I think we should, the government can try to prevent the students to getting exposed by the cyberbullying. Yes. And the third one is the online scams. So you know that usually maybe your parents getting some kind of message from random numbers that are trying to giving money that are have a lot of proportion, but somehow you can get it just casually without any effort that you are putting. And this is very dangerous, you know. So moving on into the next one. However, this policy are having a lot of different opinion among the people that are saying this policy, you know. There are some parents that are agreeing with this policy because as you know that some of parents are working a lot and they don't have time to monitor their children to see what they watch on the internet. So they see that this policy is benefiting them for them, so that they didn't getting worried by the things that their kids watch on the internet. However, there are also some teenagers and parents that disagree with this policy because they say that the government could have a much more appropriate approach and a wiser approach that doesn't have to get rid the use of internet entirely, you know. So they say that instead of getting rid of the internet, they can increase the quality content that are being provided so that students doesn't getting exposed of the inappropriate content on social media. So this is the pro statement and also the contra statement that are being stated by some of the people that are being interviewed by the website news. As you can see here, this is the pro statement. As a working mom with 2 children, especially with a teenage son, I don't have much time to constantly monitor what my son is doing in the digital world. Amanda Isomo 42 told the BBC in response to news of the ban. With government regulation like this, it really helps ease our worries as parents, she said, adding, I'm confident that the government decision will ultimately bring positive benefits for both children and parents. So most of parents find that this policy is being beneficial to them because they didn't have too much time at their home to supervise the children. And for the next one is the contra statement. It is being stated by Amanda's 17-year-old son, Matt Joseph, said he saw that the argument both for and against the ban. It is true that children still cannot fully manage their own screen time or control themselves when using their phones, but if the government chooses to completely block out platforms considered risky for them, I feel there might be a gentle, wiser way to approach it, he said. Matt Joseph feels that much of what young people enjoy comes from social media. If the government wants them to use it less, they need to to have an incentive such as improving what is available to watch on TV. He suggested it would be nice to have entertainment that feels like it is really meant for us, something that supports learning while still giving us joy. So he stated that it is better to improve the quality of the content that they can watch on TV so that they can reduce the amount of playtime in social media, so they can learn from different kind of media that are providing much more beneficial content and much more useful content for students and children. And for the next one, we are going to watch a video that are giving additional information regarding to this material, and then you guys gonna have some discussion after watching the videos.
Okay.
Set to follow in Australia's footsteps, announcing it will introduce a social media ban for children under 16. The ban will take effect at the end of the month and is expected to encompass platforms like YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. But with a population 10 times larger than Australia's, how will Indonesia enforce these rules? I spoke to ABC Indonesia journalist Natasha Salim a short time ago.
Yeah, so following Australia's footsteps, Indonesia is also working to implement a ban on social media for children under 16 years old. And the Ministry of Communications and Digital Affairs is doing this because they want to protect children from the negative risks that are on the internet, such as the risk of cyberbullying or online violence, scams, and also distractions that not helping them with their study or school. And this ban will take place on the 28th of March. And the platforms that are going to be impacted are considered high risk, such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, the streaming platform Bigo Live, and also Roblox.
Yes, and what had been the key concerns? I mean, you talked about addiction, negative exposure for children to explicit content. Was this problem existing, and was it a big problem in Indonesia?
Yeah, these things are the key factors that are becoming the concerns for parents, especially in Indonesia. The things that you mentioned just now, Girish, such as the risk of pornographic content or online bullying and other things like scam, for example, like parents are really concerned about their kids being exposed to this.
Yes. And a lot of us know that young Indonesians or Indonesians in general, they love social media, be it Instagram, TikTok or Facebook. How are those particularly below the age of 16 reacting to this ban?
Yeah, so the introduction to this ban is relatively new, so we haven't really seen at least comments on social media from children under 16 about this ban, but we have seen so many comments and thoughts from the parents in Indonesia, and they are actually divided on this, because some parents think that this is a brilliant idea, because especially they are concerned about their children getting distracted and doom scrolling all the time, which is not helping their education. While some parents think that there should be more that the government can do to prevent kids from being stuck in social media, which, for example, like more parents' involvement and more education about social media.
So the question is, how will this ban be enforced for the under 16s, and then, will there be ways for them to circumvent it?
Yeah, so there hasn't been a lot of information about how the government will do this exactly and the technical aspects of it. But there has been criticism on this regulation, especially because many parents think that children can still find a way to create an account and fake their age, for example. So yeah, there are many things that experts and parents think that kids still can do to avoid this regulation.
And Natasha, Indonesia did ban grok, for instance, because it had become a tool to so easily produce sexually explicit images on X and was one of the first countries to do so. So is Indonesia emerging as a leader in tech regulation, at least in Southeast Asia, or does it run the risk of over-regulation?
There is that risk of overregulation because there's been a criticism about how Indonesia should not implement a blanket regulation and instead should look at introducing regulations that are more targeted to the issues. But again, like this, the opinions on these regulations are still divided, and we're yet to see how this will be implemented. So I think only time will tell how it's going to go.
Okay, Natasha Salim from ABC Indonesia, many thanks for sharing your thoughts with us and shedding more light on this proposed ban on social media for under 16s. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Girish.
Alright, now I want you guys to gather in two groups. One group consists of 2 persons, and I want you guys to talk about what are the possible solutions for this policy. Is it can be changed, or does anything need to be adjusted? You guys can talk with the people on your left and right. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
And you guys can share it in the front of the class later.
Okay.
You guys can use AI, by the way,
Okay. Thank you.
to make things easier. Okay, time's up, guys. I want your group to move forward, please, and state
Oh my God.
all of your
Why is it always
of your
us?
discussion.
Okay. Hey, wake up! It's our
Wait.
group.
No, I'm sorry.
Be patient, be patient.
Okay, so I've shared our text, right? Okay. Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Since you can use AI.
Yeah.
Okay, so I ask a bit from AI. All right. So, from our opinion, from our group, we agree with the government's decision to ban social media for children under 16. At this age, many children are easily influenced by harmful content, cyberbullying, and online scams.
And social media addiction can also reduce their focus on school and face-to-face interaction. So that we believe this policy can protect children's mental health and encourage them to spend more time on education and real-life activities.
Wow, that is a really good argument, Arya. Thank you so much.
Okay.
But I want to hear the opposite argument for this one. So I
Okay.
want our big groups to move forward and state your opinion and argument, please.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. So here we're gonna present our opinion that we're gonna contradictive with this thing. Okay, so we disagree with the policy because social media is not always harmful because many students use it to study, communicate with teachers, and access educational content. Instead of banning social media completely, the government should promote digital literacy and encourage parents to supervise their children's online activities. We believe education is a better long-term solution than prohibition. So this is our opinion.
Okay, thank you so much, Bonfil and Abe, for sharing your thoughts. Yeah, it is alright that this policy may benefit some people, but it can be implemented in a much more wiser way, where maybe the technology can be implemented in some certain area, but it have to be under the supervision of professional, and also it have to be integrated in the correct way, so that it doesn't be misused by certain people. Okay, guys, thank you so much for willing to participate in this lesson today. We hope that we can be much more wiser in using social media.
Okay.
And if you guys have like a nephew or brother, please give them like a warning or watch what they are saying on social media, so that they are not being susceptible to inappropriate content in social media. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, so that concludes today's lesson. Through this activity, students not only learned the structure and language features of an analytical exposition, but also developed their ability to think critically, evaluate evidence, and communicate their ideas confidently in English by discussing a real and relevant issue. They were encouraged to use the language meaningfully while respecting different perspectives and also different point of views. And I guess that is all from our group. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.